we have a heartwarming story of two people who had an initial attraction, lost touch over the years, and have now found each other decades later.
That's right. Most people actually do feel good when they first fall in love, right? But these two, they actually found each other for a second time around, and their bond now is stronger than ever, despite some new challenges and so many years apart. If you've lived in Reno for any amount of time, you probably already know Vinikow, founder of the String Beans, and a born entertainer who's always on.
Pedro in Reno is curious. Just how many wives can a man legally have in Nevada? Now that's interesting. I play a lot of weddings, but I didn't have the answer to this one, so I called Washoe County Marriage License Bureau and got the answer. I was surprised to learn it's 16. 16, yes. 4 better, 4 worse, 4 richer, and 4 poorer.
Well, he also has an amazing love story, and Barbara is the love of his life.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, they first met as teenagers. How did this all start?
Fate.
My sister, she got married in the summer of 1971, and she needed someone to provide some music because it was an outdoor wedding in the Rose Gardens in Portland.
I worked cheap back then.
Did you think he was cute? I mean, what was...
Okay, so no, because I'm actually...
A dating game, I love.
I love it. I didn't really think about it. It wasn't until 3 years later, we were both down at University of Oregon, and our paths began to cross, interestingly enough. Fate, maybe.
While she was working at the library,
Van came through on the afternoon that I was there working, and he had this big stack of music, seriously, big stack, and he approached. He hadn't even gotten up to the counter yet. As he approached, I looked up and I'm like, oh, you're Vinikow. And he's like...
Wouldn't you?
Eyes pop open.
Later that summer, she noticed him working in a music store and just stopped in.
I looked in, it was a record store. I looked in, I go, oh, there's Van, I should go talk to him. So I went in and we chatted for a while, and he told me lots of jokes and made me laugh, and we had kind of a fun conversation.
And a couple of weeks after that, they had another chance meeting.
This time we talked for quite a while, and I kept needing to leave, and he kept telling me another joke.
I was screwing up my courage to ask her over for dinner. Is what was going on. You can do it. You can do it.
He did. They were together a couple of years, and then they went their separate ways.
When he graduated, he wanted to come here to Reno because he's a musician, and he wanted to make his living as a musician.
Nightclubs.
And he heard that he could get into the nightclubs. So Van wanted to move to Reno, and I wanted to move to the East Coast.
But they always stayed in touch, visiting each other, phone calls, writing letters.
So this is the first Valentine you made for me. You wrote a poem.
There's the stomping fiddler, yeah. Yes. I remember that.
There was a bond. There was just something really, really important, I think, between us that didn't ever go away.
And after Van had 2 failed marriages, and between them there were a lot of ups and downs, they realized they were meant to be.
There's a lot of history here and a lot of years. When we finally did get it together, it was really great.
It's really a journey. It's working things out and learning.
Yeah.
And when the time is right, it was right and it was wonderful. Yeah. And could not be happier today, really. It's just, even though it took us so long to get here, you have to kiss now. Okay.
And on the 40th anniversary of their very first dinner date, they tied the knot together.
Hey, honey, how are you? Are you fixing dinner for us tonight?
Why not? What would you like, dearest?
Moussaka!
All right, coming right up.
Now they spend all their days together, cooking up fun.
We're going to strew the counter with
vegetables.
And offering this advice.
It's just that relaxed feeling.
It's just a feeling. It's
always going to be there. I'm there for her. She's there for me. We can talk. We make jokes. We have a blast.
Yes.
We have so much fun. Oh, my God.
Do you have any advice for people out there that feel like, oh my God, I'm too old for love?
Never say never. Never, ever, ever say never.
Wow, now that is really heartwarming, Breen. Thank you so much.
And you know what? That is just the beginning tonight, boss.